Welcome to Modern Mystic Messages. I'm Teresa, and I want to thank you for clicking on the video. And if this is your first time, welcome. And if you are returning, of course, welcome back. And Soul Family, we have a treat this evening. It's taken me a couple of days to get this reading out because, well, it started out as something personal. A few days ago, when I got off work, I kept hearing purple, purple, and I'm a purple girl, always have been. I mean, anybody knows me knows that purple is my color. But I was hearing purple, so I sat down and decided to look at all of my decks that were purple decks, and I got quite a few of them. But in the end, there were some that kind of spoke out to me, so I was like, okay, I want to do a reading for this. And then I wound up pulling from a couple of decks that weren't purple because I wanted to actually pull the lead in cards. And then I realized, I was like, okay, this is going to be a Violet Flame reading. And I wasn't quite sure about that, but I got confirmation of it today. Um, Over the past couple of days, I just really was not in a mood to read. My twin is very sick right now. He's in the hospital. He's in another country, and I can't get to him. And my mind was just kind of on that. But I sat down this evening and I was like, you know what? I'm getting this. I'm going to do this reading regardless. So when the moment I sat at the table, like literally sat down to get the lighting and all of that, the moment I sat down and opened my phone to try to find some background music, um, there was a video that came into my feed that was just uploaded from Brian Scott, and it was the Violet Flame meditation. So I kind of knew, all right, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And by the way, beautiful meditation if you want to go check that out. And in looking for that, I also ran across another one that I have to recommend because it was an amazing activation from Patricia Cota Robles, COTA-ROBLES, first name Patricia. And she did this, she uploaded it 8 days ago to YouTube. It's called the Violet Flame Activation Has Begun. Please, if this is a subject that interests you, definitely go check that out. Saint Germain is the keeper of the violet flame, along with, of course, Lady Portia is his twin flame, and then Archangel Zachiel is known for the violet flame, and his twin is Holy Amethyst, Archangel Amethyst. So basically, I pulled those cards from that deck, and then of course, well, not of course, you may not know, but Archangel Jeremiel is also associated with the color violet, and Archangel Mariel is like an almost to the indigo spectrum, but still. So we're going to start the reading there. I do want to let me get a little bit of sage here before we get going. And of course, we want to call in our spiritual team. And this evening, of course, I do want to call in Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Sandalphon, and Archangel Metatron, Yeshua, and Thoth, and of course, Saint Germain, Lady Portia, Archangel Zachiel, Archangel Amethyst, Archangel Jeremiel, and Archangel Mariel. Please be present with us and bring us messages from the violet flame for our good and the highest good of all, or something better. And so it is. Ashe. And yeah, family, again, if you're not familiar with the violet flame, it's basically part of the I Am teachings of Saint Germain. If you have never gone through the I Am discourses, I highly, highly, highly encourage you to do so. It is on audiobook here on YouTube. I might make a playlist and start collecting some of the information that I was led to so that if you're interested in it, you can check it out. I'm going to start going through some of that information on the channel as well, and I'll keep you all posted with that. Um, but yeah, so we're starting out here. The energy of the reading with Saint Germain. His card is Karma Releasing. Move beyond. Wait a minute, I can't even see. Me and this violet flame thing is dark over here. I'm pulling a little more light. No, I won't. Move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. So, like I said, this allow this reading to serve as somewhat of an activation. We're listening to the frequency. Definitely go check out those activations and meditations. But Saint Germain is inviting you, if you have not embraced the violet flame up to this point, look into it. That loving assistance and energy is there for you. And if you are a light worker, chosen one, being activated, going through this transformation, rebirth portal cycle right now, and it basically, I mean, it's been going on for a while, but from 11/11 ramping on up through the solstice, the energy is incredible. Pluto is now officially in Aquarius for the rest of our natural lives. Pluto won't be in the anaretic degree of Capricorn again for another 248 years. So we are at the doorway of something completely different, and Saint Germain is inviting all of us to take advantage of that. Lady Portia's message here is divine order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. Archangel Zachiel's message: it is time for transmutation. Carry the violet flame. Holy Amethyst's message: divine alchemy. Move beyond current challenges. Focus on what you desire. Telling you, with these activations, a lot comes in about stepping into service, but with that, there are many rewards on a personal level that come with that as well. Archangel Jeremiel says, learn from your challenges, relax, and trust. You've done the hard work. Just living this life and getting to the point of awakening and becoming aware and being on a path of initiation or ascension, all of that. Like I said, just trust. It's all unfolding the way it's supposed to. You're doing it. Archangel Mariel, manifest for the highest good and work with pure love. That's what we're being called for, or called to. And there was one other deck that I decided to pull from, because I was doing deck selection for the reading I'm gonna do after this one, and it was from the Journey of Love, and I had pulled some personal cards for myself, and I didn't keep all of them, but there are a couple that I wanted to look at here that came out because I thought they would be very appropriate here as well. And the first one of those is Cosmic Butterfly. And the message from this card, let me just lay it here so you can kind of see it. You are being reborn from the pulsating womb of the Divine Mother, on fire with her creative power. You are being transformed whilst living. To surrender certainty in favor of openness, to accept the smallness of your everyday life whilst admitting to the magnificence of your being, to open up to the divine light that pours through you in a myriad of forms, endlessly creating, destroying, creating again. This is your sacred task. Life is thriving within you. This may not feel stable as yet, but will certainly feel exciting as you enter into yet another cycle of rebirth. Let this life seem as though you are living many lifetimes in one. It is possible for you to encounter the totality of human experience in this lifetime, should you be open to it. This is treading the enlightened path, embracing all of life. You have chosen this for yourself and been blessed with it as a possibility this lifetime. Why not let yourself be broken down and reborn through the workings of nature? Another life within this one beckons you on now. The message for you from this oracle is that if your life feels like it's falling apart, then take heart, for it is falling apart to come back together in a new way. You are going through rebirth, just like a butterfly in a chrysalis. The agony and the delight, the sense of dying and being truly alive can all be held in the serene space of your heart. Surrender into what you are becoming now, and know that you are leaving behind. Know that what you are leaving behind is but a shell that will once have held your fast emerging new self. And the poem that goes with that, the breeze of the butterfly's wings caresses the stillness of my thoughts and awakens feelings that course through my veins like the whale's song to the ocean's depths. There wells in me a knowing and a wonder for what is yet to be. That's a beautiful invitation from the divine to embrace this transformation. Like I said, we know it's happening, but ain't no point in kicking and screaming because it's happening anyway. But when we lean into it and understand that it's making us into something better, it's a beautiful thing. And the next card that I wanted to look at here was Heart of the Moment. You are entering a time in your life where past and present are colliding. In this present moment, you have a powerful opportunity to decide how you wish to continue in a certain pattern of relating or not. This may mean leaving a relationship or starting a new one, but even if you cannot yet make that decision with peace in your heart, you can still partake of the heart of this moment and decide how you shall choose to be. Will you speak? Will you choose to let go of shame and criticism, of judgment and anxiety, of loss and despair, and just be with your own heart now? Will you choose in this moment to trust yourself, even if that trust says that you have to wait a while longer before you can make a more long term decision? This is a time when you can alter your future, stepping into a relationship with another, with the divine, with yourself, in a new way. Even the smallest choice for love is a step in the right direction. You have the heart of the divine within you. It's not too hard for you to choose love. Let go of the people who want to choose jealousy or fear or doubt. Their games are not nearly as fun. Choose love, and who knows, maybe they'll join your party instead. This oracle brings you a message. You are in a transition zone in your life and relationships. It is one moment that will manifest as many opportunities, where one choice will open up many pathways to fulfillment for you. We always have the chance to create our future with our present choices, but at this time you are in an especially fertile karmic period, having just come out of a cycle of learning and about to enter a new cycle. This is the time to be willing to take a chance or a risk to be happy within yourself, no matter what is going on around you. Your life is about to take a karmic turn, and you can feel peace in that knowing. He said, all karmic cycles ain't bad. Dharma is the beautiful side of karma. And many of us are entering that Dharma season, and congratulations, family. Love provides the opportunity to express the core essence of our very nature. It touches us at a level of feeling beyond the human form, beyond the human norm, and renders our beings incapable of feeling with greater depth of a. I'm sorry. Let me start over because this is the poetry. Love provides the opportunity to express the core essence of our very nature. It touches us at a level of feeling beyond the human norm and renders our beings incapable of a feeling with greater depth or wonder. Love is the fabric of life. It is the substance that holds it all together and the magic that opens the unknown. It is the quality that speaks to our soul, that opens our heart, that excites our spirit and allows us in its presence to become something greater than ourselves, something more than we are alone. And certainly with the assistance of the violet flame, we do. And I hope I can see for the rest of this reading. Look, once I realized it was going to be a violet flame reading, me with my extra self, and because I'm a trippy hippie, once I realized I could facsimilate a violet, whatever, and it don't even come across on the camera as violet as it is, but had to do it anyway. So bear with me, family. I'm enjoying it. Let's get some messages here, and then we're gonna get into the tarot. What's that? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Can't take the whole deck. All right, let's try that again. Oh, it came back out. The one that was on the top of it, Journey by Moonlight, Believe in Magic. Along with Impasse, reflect and redirect your energy. And view from above, get the big picture. So yeah, if you haven't, well, nah, if you're on this video, you already realize what's happening and going on and been doing that at some point anyway. But I mean, bigger picture views continue to come. We get more light, more understanding. Go back through parts, things that we've learned in our lives, and see it a different way, and see it a different way. That's the healing work. That's the journey for real. Getting to the point where we can bless your mess and understand that it ain't happening to you, it's happening for you. Even when it felt like it was happening to you, it still kind of sort of worked out because you're here. Whoa, way too many. Radical expansion. Oh, that's a lot. I didn't realize it was that many. I can't do that. That's way, 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 way too many. Just need two more, Spirit. Earth Star Chakra initiation. And here we go again. Up. There it is. And transformation. Oh wow. And right here at the split where I mean, like I said, I can't take all of these, but unique gifts was here with full spectrum. Oh boy, it's getting ready to get lit for you. And I love it. Radical expansion and transformation. Now let's see here. And we have the mirror. I hold the mirror up to see, accept, and love all of me. Meropa. And Alcyon, Athusa, sun goddess, lift off. I open my senses to feel delicious pleasure and passion. And the priestess, embody. I am an embodiment of the divine feminine. Okay. And again, like that's not a gender thing. That is an intentional creator, balanced being person thing. Because male or female, in order to be the kind of creators that you're intending to be, oh yeah, being in balance, being in balanced feminine energy is going to be significant for you at some point. I mean, yes, I get it. Males very often may have to step into the more, like I said, the gender, what we call the gender masculine role. But when it comes down to this creative energy and flow and spirit, you're tapping into feminine energy because it's not about what you're doing. It's about joining in co-creation. Night's veil, under the moonlight, hidden desires and fears quietly awaken. Face your inner self. That's how you got here doing that shadow work. And cyclical. Everything is cyclical and everything ending holds infinite possibilities and renewal. It's time to explore new possibilities. That's what that radical expansion is about. You got two here. Oh, forbidden formula. Find an unconventional solution, apply it discreetly, innovate responsibly, maintain ethics. And flight. Escape environments that constrain you and find a new space that fosters your personal growth. Oh, in this radical expansion period, some of you are being called, like I said, it's not just transformation in the abstract idea, it's literally a reboot of your life going into something completely different. You're not just expanding your concept spiritually. Spirit is pushing you to do something creative here. Allow the rebirth to happen. But when it talks about this forbidden formula in your meditation, ideas, daydreaming, whatever, however that works out for you, you're being given ideas. And something that you're being given is going to be a key to moving you forward in your new life. It's going to bring you quite a bit of income. It's for the good of humanity. So, I mean, it ain't just sitting around, like I said, eating bonbons for the sake of it. Yeah, but you're going to get a significant amount of money into yourself and for the soul family you're calling in to do good work with that. What was this? Manifest for the highest good, work with pure love. And in doing that, you're going to be gifted not just the spiritual gifts, but it looks like something that's going to lead to quite a bit of monetary something too. It's the key to setting yourself free. That's the gift that comes with this when you accept it. Like that forbidden formula, we're going to keep that up there. Let's get on in here and see about this tarot situation, shall we? See what the cards are talking about. Okay. Okay, Spirit, what will we have for the collective? Okay, we ain't going there right now. The King of Swords. Oh, wow, I thought I was pulling one card. I didn't realize four of them had fallen. I'm going to take them though, because the Ace of Pentacles is here. There you go. There's that seed money with Justice and the Hierophant. Told you the spiritual journey come with perks, y'all. Come with perks. You stepping into this Hierophant. Oh, it sure enough come with perks for you, family. 10 of Cups is here. Wow, the 9 of Pentacles is here. And the World. Wow. Four of Cups. Why is that there? We're going to find out a little bit more later. Actually, that could just be the introspection. The 3 of Wands is here. 4 of Swords. We got a 4-4 message with the 3 of Wands. The 6 of Pentacles. And the Ace of Wands. Oh, wow. Now, I'm not taking all of these, but I got to see what they are. just because we got the Tower here with the Queen of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Chariot, Five of Swords, Seven of Cups, and the Three of Swords. Okay, yeah, that's. I knew they weren't our cards, but I just had to look at them. But yeah, the Ace of Wands coming out here. You got double aces here: Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and these double fours. Now this Four of Cups. A lot of people see that as apathy. I always see the Four of Cups as introspection. It may start out as apathy and a little bit of brooding, but sometimes it's the precursor to this Four of Swords meditation. And that's where you got to be to kind of look at it, to get that new perspective and regroup a bit. But this is amazing here. You're starting out in this King of Swords energy, making that decision, being decisive and being willing to effectively communicate. That was one of the things that they were talking about, like I said, being free, that self-expression and making a choice to do something different, stepping into a new life. Ace of Pentacles is here. I always see that as like I said, that's a financial blessing or seed from the divine. It's your justice. And with this Hierophant energy, again, that's something spiritual, and it may be more than one person involved. Right now, I'm just seeing this as a collective message for individuals. If you have significant others that relate into this or feed into these cards as well, take it as it resonates. But I'm just looking at just overall you collective. Well, I mean, you ain't by yourself no way in this Ten of Cups moment. I've never seen a Ten of Cups where it was a solo proposition. That's jackpot, family, legacy, like mama, daddy, the baby, and the dog. All of that, and enough money to get wherever you need to be. Because it's the world. Yeah. But we going to clarify just because we got them. Let's see what we got. See what more goodness. Look, a spirit is like big up in you right here. It's like, ooh. You've been doing the work though. The introspection and the meditation, tending to your spiritual stuff, getting to that Dharma season. Like I said, shifting that karma into the Dharma. King of Wands is here with the King of Swords. Yeah. So you're doing it, but you're doing it with style and charisma. Mm-hmm. You're a leader. The Fool is here with the Page of Cups. The Five of Swords with the Hierophant. Oh. Okay, so I mean, and I get it because I'm in that same boat. When you got a message or you making a spiritual shift that is dramatic from where you came from, there might be some folks that ain't gonna like it, and some of it will have to do with spiritual systems, beliefs, political systems, all that kind of stuff. It can, some folks ain't gonna like it. It can cause conflict. But that's a them problem because you ain't fixing to turn your back on this. I know you're not. Nine of Cups is here with the Ten of Cups. 19 cups. That's a lot of cups, folks. Five of Pentacles. With the Nine of Pentacles, though. Well, that's 14 together. But honestly, it's probably a progression. I think I mentioned it in a recent video, and I don't think it just because it happened to me. I think it because I hear it a lot, and it seems to be the way. The chosen ones, a lot of us are healing cycles of, quite honestly, financial difficulties. That kind of comes with it. That it's one of our karmic lessons that quite a few of us seem to be on that path for. But also, one of the things that I like, because with the Five of Pentacles, and they kind of allude to it here, the quote here is, life is difficult right now. help is around the corner. With the Five of Pentacles, we always talk about the poverty and lack, but I like to look back here. First off, five is that the energy of five is a message anyway, but this is a church. On a cold winter's night, especially back in olden times, it may or may not be that way because of security in the modern times, but most churches their doors stayed open. And on a cold winter night, if you were out there in this situation, beggars, injured, hobbling along, if nothing else, you could go into the church and get out of the cold. So help is right around the corner. But even in the Five of Pentacles, they're not out there alone. It may be struggle love, but but they are there together. So yeah. And some of us have had to come through that struggle situation. But hey, like I said, trouble don't last always. And I just noticed 5-5. That's kind of a reset too, or progress. Ooh, we got the Six of Pentacles. That came out over here too. Four of Cups with the Six of Pentacles. Was that what the apathy or the introspection was about? The wanting, the reciprocity, wanting to be able to manifest enough wealth to share and do those humanitarian things that you want to do to help your soul family or to call in soul family? Strength in the world. But for real, coming out of this Five of Pentacles, you need that strength in the world together. Okay, Three of Wands is here with death, and Temperance with the Four of Swords. And Knight of Swords. Okay. And the Devil. I actually kind of like the messages on these that go along with this, though. Because here, the Three of Wands denotes, like I said, there's movement towards this beginning to happen. But the message with death, I mean, of course, with the death and rebirth, radical expansion, we're being encouraged to lean into it and let it happen. But the message on this card is evolving always means letting go. Profound change, rebirth. And then with the Knight of Swords here, with this Six of Pentacles, is like I said, the Six of Pentacles is here, but it's here again too. Right under this Ten of Cups, Nine of Cups. You are strong and ready to take on the world. I mean, we know the Knight of Wands is that swift action taker. And Spirit says you're ready. You are ready. And if you ain't ready, get ready, because it look like it's coming in. But don't let yourself be stuck. Your only limits are your beliefs. And again, with the Devil card, these people are not truly bound. They could walk away. It's a self-imposed prison. Or giving in to temptation. It may not even be self-imposed. Sometimes it is outside forces, that devil energy, but it ain't nothing you can't get out of or work into something else. And you're being called to. And truthfully, with this kind of reciprocity, humanitarian, and all of that, you can also look at the Capricorn energy as referring to commerce. Because if you're going to do what it looked like you might be going to do with this all of these, like I said, so many major arcana, so many beautiful cards coming out, you might need some of that Capricorn energy in your corner. Because you in the world, you may not be of it, but you still in it. And trying to navigate the business environment takes some of that for sure. Deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. The initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold, and the age of light. You have been training for this for lifetimes. So it's go time. Graduation day is upon you. And it's so funny because, and I say that I started feeling like my twin and I used to talk about it. Felt like being pacing the halls in labor and delivery, waiting for something. And then after a while, last summer, I started feeling the energy of almost like the meditations that I was getting was feeling like locker room pep talks, like right before the big show or graduation commencement, almost like this is where you've been, this is where you're heading. But those that was kind of what was coming in the messages I was getting and meditations. And now, like I said, the train has been pulled out the station, y'all. This may be at a slow chug, depending on where you're at in the journey, but there is movement towards this. So yeah, buckle up, get ready. It is on the way. And the more you lean into it, I believe that is one of the reasons why. Because again, I was led to do the reading and got the idea that it was going to be a violet flame reading, and then I go online and several other much larger readers and channelers were posting around the same time. Saint Germain is speaking to us for a reason, wanting us to take advantage of these activations. This isn't woo woo. The energy is real. It is. Here's the thing that people don't really understand. They're like, what are the facts? The facts, is it real? And they want to argue when people are still stuck in the systems that we've been programmed with. But we live in a quantum reality where basically what we choose to believe is a reality that is in existence that literally gels up around us. So we might as well choose to believe it. There are hundreds of thousands of people out there that's in that information. Saint Germain, Guy Ballard, and all of them was talking about Saint Germain and the I Am Presence and the Violet Flame 100 years ago. So it ain't just brand new woo woo that a tarot reader decided to talk about. These are deep, esoteric, spiritual information that's been hidden away and kept from the world for a long time. Not because some people knew, but they got ridiculed and ostracized for it. How long we gonna keep beating on that drum, or actually hear what they have to say and understand that if enough people are saying it, they probably not all making it up. And quantum physicists know full well that we have overlapping dimensions and realities, and that our thoughts and our energy affect what happens around us. And they're saying, work with that. Don't keep fighting it and trying to deny it. Breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. And in this case, the universe is inviting you to micromanage with it. And it ain't even micromanaging like we think of it, it's fine tuning your order. If you went and decided you was going to get, I don't know what your favorite luxury, whatever vehicle, fancy house you're going to have built from the ground up, designer outfit that's going to be specially tailored for you, whatever it is that would be special to you. If you were going to do that, wouldn't you want to make sure that all the little details that you wanted were in it? If you're going to have something done exactly the way you want, Spirit is inviting you to tag them in and tune them in, let them know, make your intentions be known. Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, tune in to nature, or time in nature, excuse me. And that's where you can really, really kind of tap in and get those energies as well. Look, I love to meditate. I meditate inside a lot, especially since it's getting colder. But on the days where it's warm enough to go get some sun on your face, get barefoot out there and meditate. Even if it's so cold that you got to put socks on, still, it's the energies, the way our bodies are. We are electromagnetic transmitting and receiving organisms. We collect a lot of electrical staticky nonsense. It's like our etheric bodies literally pick up and collect all these stray frequencies. Putting your bare feet to the ground is a way for you to discharge all of that. And in clearing the energetic noise off of your etheric body, you can tap in and tune in the source clearer. See what it does for your meditations. You ain't got to sit out there till your feet freeze and you wind up in the doctor's office with the heebie jeebies. I'm just saying, we need to be grounding regularly. We live in these concrete buildings wearing these rubber sole shoes, and the vast majority of the Western world does not ground enough, and we need to do that in order to tap into these kind of energies. When you start clearing your chakras and call in intention and help from the angels and get out there in that sunlight and start doing that meditation, see what happened to your crown chakra. Oh, yeah, wide open. The cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. And we talked about this before. Don't get hung up on the idea thinking that spirituality mean that you got to be every other word, hallelujah, praise. What? That's a bunch of pious nonsense that's propagated by religions. Spirituality, modern spirituality, everything on this planet can be spiritual, basically, when you really understand who and what the divine is and stop trying to make it fit into the playbook that they've vastly redacted and manipulated for an agenda. And then we are going to grab some conscious spirit here and get a few affirmations. Ooh, it's a bunch that came there, but we're going to take a look at them. We start out here with the present. I fully experience every moment of my life by living in the present. The healer. I am loving and compassionate and able to bring healing to others. Archangel Raphael, you want to jump out here? Okay. I invite Archangel Raphael to bring healing and knowledge into my life. Release. I release that which does not serve my higher purpose with gratitude and love. Sacred space. I find peace, security, and contentment when surrounded by nature's beauty. And spark of the divine. I recognize the divine spark within me and recognize I am part of all creation. Indeed. And I got to share something with you before we look at this last card together, because I was telling you about how I sat down and I got this confirmation that, this was the reading that I was supposed to do. And we were talking about radical expansion and changing things and rebirth and all that. A few months ago, I think it was in around July, I did a reading or did a message. It was a video about a divine detour. And I was talking about how I was kind of on the one day off. I had something that happened at work and I couldn't work from home on my regular job because my computer crashed. I tried to take it to the office. Nobody from IT was in there that could help me that day. So since I had the day off, I wound up at a psychic fair up the road and bumped into a beautiful group of people and all of that. Well, the lady said she was going to be offering a Reiki course, and I have literally been calling like twice a month since July and never got a response back. How about today, while I was sitting at work, right about 5 minutes before my lunchtime was due to start, I see a voicemail come in from a strange number I didn't recognize. I went on lunch break and called back. The lady was calling me back to let me know that they've set a date for the Reiki course and it will start December. It'll be the weekend of December 7th and 8th. And she told me the price and all of that. I registered for that class so fast because, number one, this particular place is 1 mile up the street from my house. So even if I have to take a lift, it's the closest place that I could find. And from all of the instructors that I looked at, she was actually the least expensive for an in-person course of any course I could find in Atlanta. And when I went there that day, I actually met her and really vibed with her energy anyway. I wanted to take, I was getting disappointed because I thought I was going to have to go sign up and take the course from someone else because TikTok, she still wasn't responding. But she called me today. And here's the thing, my job actually ends on Saturday, November 30th. So the weekend of December 7th and 8th will literally be the first weekend that I would have had available that I didn't have to work since I met the lady and got the information about the Reiki course. And here it is. Didn't hear nothing from her, getting down to the wire. And 1 week, literally, no, not even 1 week, 3 days, 4 days before my job ends, she calls and tells me next weekend the course is coming. Here's it is. Well, do you want to register? I'm signed up for it, and boom. Because I was wondering, should I go and get another job? Well, apparently Spirit is saying probably not. This is what I'm supposed to be doing, and the way it's being made clear for me to do it. Those kinds of synchronicities will line up in your life too. Spirit is trying to show you what you're supposed to do. You just have to pay attention to the clues. Now, on that note, we're going to end here with the final card that I had from the Journey of Love. And this one is the Christ Flame. Within you burns the flame of the Christ. Beyond religion, this flame belongs to all hearts willing to receive the divine, opening to it as a lover would the heart to receive the beloved. Though the awakening of the Christ within brings greater closeness to the divine and therefore greater love and depth of compassion, it too can bring sadness, righteous anger, and a passionate need to contribute positive healing action and change in the world. You may be an introspective soul who does this through mastering the inner world with meditation and yoga, raising your own vibration with absolute intent that this brings healing to the world around you. You may be an extroverted soul that thrives in sharing messages and living a life of dynamic action in support of the causes that are worthy and moving to your brave heart, capable of feeling divine outrage and responding with inspired action. You may be a combination of these soul types and choosing wisely what you consume, which companies you support, what television you do not watch, and what you read, voting for the life you want to have around you in the world through your actions, internal and external. This is the Christ flame igniting within you, setting the world aflame with the fire of divine love. This oracle brings guidance that you are connecting with the universal Christ consciousness, and your heart is meant to awaken as a sacred heart bearing the Christ flame of divine love this lifetime. You are part of the wave of awakening happening on the earth now. You are exactly where you were meant to be and doing exactly what you were meant to be doing. Keep going. Family. This reminds me of that little note that I got in that book the other day where Christ reminded us he will not leave us as orphans. He will come back for us. And he's doing so, whether it's physically, no, in energy. And he brought all his cosmic and galactic friends with him. The veil is so thin, it's virtually non-existent now. We have that divine help here because this is the time he literally pointed to in the scriptures before they took him away. He said, go to the gate. The water bearer will show you the way. Now we can skip over that scripture and try to make it be literal, and it may have been literal in that instance, but we know Jesus was a mystic. Yeshua was a mystic, and he left us clues, and one of them was that the water bearer will show us the way. We are now in the age of Aquarius, Saint Germain, who always, Yeshua and Saint Germain, you don't really find one without the other one too much. They work in tandem, but they're inviting us to step into this season. We're already doing it to a degree, and they're saying let it amplify. You're being activated and called into service, chosen. Everybody love to say they're chosen, one of the 144,000 and light workers, star seeds, all of that stuff. But that mean this: activation, initiation, expansion, stepping into service, finding this reciprocity and humanitarianism, to be your brother's keeper, to do this work from pure love for the greater good of all. That's the way, like the song said, the revolution will not be televised. It's happening right here with each and every one of us. When you envision the world you want to live in and be the person that you want to interact with in the world, who's left to argue and fight? Let them do that on their own. Because eventually that low vibrational stuff gonna vibrate away from us anyway. This is where it's at. Now the poetry that goes with the Christ flame, excuse me. Love is more than words can define. It is a feeling which wells up inside and longs for release. It is a smile which starts in my heart and spreads across my face like a silly grin. It is a knowing so deep in my being that every cell speaks in a language only lovers know. And most of all, it is the beginning, the birth, the possibility, the promise of a tomorrow, the hope that grows into something we can only imagine when hearts combine and love becomes more. And that, my dear loved one, is your reading. I hope it blesses you as it blessed me. Definitely, if you resonate with this, tap into this energy. Please, I encourage you, if you haven't, go look up some violet flame meditations and those 2 activations I mentioned at the beginning of the video, or any others that you're drawn to, that your guides or your energy, your intuition draw you to. And yeah, this is absolutely beautiful. I love you so much, family. And definitely share the energy exchange by giving this video a thumbs up, especially if you rocked out with me this far. Claim this energy, give that a thumbs up, leave a comment, and of course, if you find someone or you know someone that you want to share this beautiful loving energy invitation and activation with, by all means, please share the video, consider subscribing, and until next time, family, peace and blessings to you. Namaste. Oh, family.